1 second, I just gotta type something here. Spawning here in the bottom right corner of the map for game number 5 of the JORD Invitational. And we are in the grand finals for anyone that's just tuning in. It's gonna be the red Zerg player, Liquid Snute.
The top left has the blue Protoss. It's Welmu.
Imaginary Gaming hype! Now, it's worth noting the prize pool for this, some are a little bit confused. There's $250 for first place and $175 for second. So both players they're in the money, right? They're getting pretty good chunks of change for playing 2 days, a couple of best of 3s, a best of 5, and a best of 7. But more importantly, the winner, and only the winner, gets a watch of his choosing from woodwatches.com. So that's pretty cool. And I am curious which one these guys will go through. I wonder if they've even taken time to browse through the website and nerd out like we've been doing for the past 2 days. Kind of making our fantasy shopping lists and whatnot.
Yeah. I wonder how excited they are about it. I wonder if I'll ever see them wearing it. Ooh. It's fancy. I still have to determine who is going to wear it, who is going to win. Of course.
Well, it seems like I'm gonna win it, but I'll let Welmu wear it. It'll be like what we talked about earlier, like Thursdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
Just that desirable. Well, Snute does risk another 3 hatch before a pool. Just nice to throw in here. It is 2-2 now, so all evened up again. This guy's apparently pretty evenly matched.
I really like it too. Again, just with the context of what we had happen yesterday, and I keep going back to this, and I'm sure some people are bored of hearing it, but Welmu got raffle stomped. I can't describe it better than that. Like, Snute came in and did what we expected Snute to do, plain and simple. Welmu didn't play super poorly, he just could not play at the same level of Snute. But here in the finals, I'm not sure if it's because it's the finals, or maybe it's bigger than a best of 3, but something's inspired him to play better, and we saw this again, referenced in the semifinals versus Igas. Good decision makings led to a lot of his victories. And like last game, I guess the argument can be made like Snute stayed in Hydras too long, Snute never tried to get Vipers or Hive Tech, but I mean, like, again, Welmu really capitalized on identifying, hey, my opponent's just sticking with 1 unit.
Yeah, I guess it's impressive from Welmu, it's a little less impressive from Snute so far. This is why it's evened out to be just like 1 win for 1, and then the other, and then the other, and then the other. So hopefully the ace match will be coming. I guess the ace match map was... I don't actually remember.
If the ace match is Inferno, yes.
Oh god, yeah.
Because I remember that was the one everyone leaves last, and, well,
yeah,
I remember it making a mental note like, what a surprise when I saw the map picks.
That makes sense then, but that also really is quite unfortunate for Welmu, in my opinion, who is going to get another map that does not favor him that well for the final ace. And he's going to have something in mind to make sure he doesn't just shoot up lose. We have a couple of gateways being thrown down. Witnessing the Forge. Mr. Gases.
You know, it's kind of interesting too, just a small story about Welmu while this is still opening up. Obviously, we've got our kind of go-to folks, not because we think they're the best players or anything like that, but they've just proven to be reliable. So like, you know, Targas and Hearthstones of the world and stuff. And I had originally tried to go towards Hearthstone for this before Welmu for the European Protoss slot, and of course we saw 91 in there with the original invites as well. Hearthstone, of course, had to go play WCS America, which he's doing this weekend. I think he's actually in Burbank now. But yeah, so it was. I was really bummed out when he couldn't play. But then I tried reaching out to Welmu. I know Welmu's not really been super available for a lot of the stuff we've done in the past. But you know, here in the final, I'm really glad he was able to play. Honestly. Yeah,
he's performing very well. I do have him going for an expansion, rather quick one it looks like. Yeah, there it is. And Snute's going for a rather quick lair. So for once, we're not gonna have like, you know, Welmu going for a really late third and slash all in, or Snute just making a bunch of roaches and lings. It is going to be like no rush 10 minutes. And I'm not sure that's got a favor. Obviously Snute, very powerful Zerg player, and it's usually the saying that, you know, don't let Zerg get away with anything that they want, but sometimes Pros can have a very powerful attack if they were able to get up their third base as quick as they want, and all the gateways came down no problem. They're the ones with a very powerful, like, Blink +2 attack, but... And that is, of course, what he's getting up to. Blink and at least +1 for now. This attack isn't really meant to end the game. But
no, we've seen Lilbo. I love referencing Lilbo because he's like the best at this attack, right? Where you just come across, do some damage, and get the hell out. Actually, I am curious with Mothership Core right now, recoil costs 100 energy. I'm wondering if moves like this get more encouraged if that 50 energy change for Legacy of Void goes through. Because I think it's really cool, to be honest. But Stalker goes down. This isn't going to go too well. Recall. Gotta get it.
Yeah, you could force field. And just take on the Lings. So a bit of a risk here, but it's going to work out. Oh,
he lost 4 sentries for that.
Are you serious?
Yeah, all in the donut. All in the middle of the donut.
Oh god. I guess he let more Lings in than he thought.
Yeah,
so I thought.
I'd say really unfortunate in that regard because that's 400 gas just down the drain. Ling's gonna try and run by. Sentry is here. Force field goes down. It's gonna be really hard to respond to this because the other ones are fairly exposed and not close to the wall.
Not a lot of force fields.
Man, Welmu, I was singing your praises this game, man. What are you doing?
Oh god, what is it with Protosses in this tournament, man? We're just like, yeah, they're looking pretty good. Oh, Lings got through and they're dead. Okay, GG.
Yeah, we're like, oh, Desert's looking fantastic after game number 1. Womp womp.
Yeah, it's not been so hot, you know, and that's really quite unfortunate because this is also when Snoot's starting to hit his stride, you know? That wasn't like a 4 sentries down and Snoot says, oh, thank god I can get 20 more drones. That's 4 sentries down and Snoot's saying, oh, good, I'm getting a bunch of Hydralisks right now and I'm totally ready to attack you.
Yeah, Okay, so what's coming out of this? Spire on the way with Hydras. I mean, again, sort of the classic move we've seen out of Snute. Get the Hydras for the main bulk attack, use the mutas to harass, but honestly, a dedication of Hydras. Oh, gets the Mothership Core! No Photon Overcharge! What is happening, Welmu? Welmu, please!
If that Immortal pops out, it'd almost be like a waste. They don't really have all that much against Hydras, but he also could just target the Robo.
I mean, honestly, he kind of needs everything. So it's almost like he has to let it complete. The probes get absolutely demolished at this base. Hydras aren't done with this yet either. Still gonna just keep centering around, pick up the cannons, do as much damage as possible. Snute is just wrecking Welmu's face. Welmu will finally be able to push this off, but at what cost, really? It was so many probes dead, so much army lost. Oh, that was a really good attack for Snute and a really bad defense out of Welmu.
Yeah. It's so silly seeing slow Hydras walk around a Nexus and kill a bunch of probes, but
do you even muscular augments, bro?
Well, the mutas are going to be that 1-2 punch. It's 2 on that 1-2 punch, and they're going to be quite effective. I think Welmo's thinking, oh god, how did I let the sentries die? How to let more sentries die? How to let my probes die? Like, he's just worrying about recovering and not really like, okay, what is he doing after this?
Well, it's just a small amount of mutas heading out right now. Just gotta wait for the rest to really catch up.
A couple more probes go down. Not a whole lot. Revealing them when they're only at 4 might not have been the coolest thing to do. I feel like if he had waited for all of them to bulk up, he could have gotten, you know, 6+ probe kills. But oh well. They're always going to be available, so that Welmu's always going to have to be wary about pushing out or leaving his mineral line undefended. Gonna have to invest in some cannons, maybe. With Snute taking quite the lead in this game. Sub 50 supply.
This army value just looks like a little too much. I mean, 95, that number sticks out like a sore thumb. That's interesting because Snute can easily take on one of these two sides, but he's trying to avoid the commitment of getting stuck in force fields. So backs away, heads to the main with the mutas instead, kills more probes. Welmu did I mean, with Chrono Boost, he helped make up the difference of what he had lost earlier, but still not a great probe count in the first place.
Yeah. So far, he's really making up for that earlier control now, but I think it might just be too little too late. So Snute isn't only dedicating to Hydras. He's not making the same mistake as last time. He's getting ready to go into that hive, and he has gotten the Roach Warren. Hopefully he's going to dedicate to Roach Speed in case he needs something that's a little bit buffer than just Hydras and Lings.
This is one of those moments for Welmu where it's like...
Oh, what?
Every mistake like that is costing him way too much. Force fields being late, Immortal given away for free. As you pointed out, they're not a lot of damage, but they're still extra damage. Stalker's gonna come in from the backside. This is just freebies. These are all freebies.
Yeah. Here's where the panic starts to set in as you start to run out of those force fields. And this third's gonna go down, and with third is probably gonna be the game. Snoot's on high tech, decent upgrades. He's got a 4th base, 70 drones. He's looking to win and take it to 3-2. That's pretty bad for Welmu, because that already means not only is the next game like an ace for him, it means that the actual ace match, if you win the next game, is on that terrible map Infernal Pools.
Infernal Pools is only terrible though if you're terrible at it, I think.
That should be like a bumper sticker.
Sage wisdom. Alright, congratulations, Snute. Now someone asked me to show off my chair, and I like that